As always, I have a letter from one of you out there, and this time this letter is coming from a friend called Ben in Dansoman. He says, "Hi Nii Kpakpo. One question has been on my mind for a very long time. Why do men usually end up with the women they didn't have in mind to end up with?" Wow. Well, Ben, the perception or the thinking of having a certain kind of woman, or even for the women on the flip side for that matter, and even for the women on the flip side, their perception of having a certain kind of man or ending up with a certain kind of man, is influenced by a myriad of things. Growing up, you think certain things. When you start life, then you see certain things and experience certain things. Then you realize that, you either have to change your mind or stick to what you had. If your financial situation actually determines who you end up with. If your finances are going to the right side, you actually have a certain crop of friends, and you associate with some people and go to certain places. So the kind of woman you would end up with is likely or more likely to come from those circles. But if your finances are not too good, you either sit at home or you walk in your area. You walk up when your area girl end up, because well, that's where you hang out. Okay, your environment also determines. And then some people, do certain things that are adventurous. So your adventurous life may end you up with somebody that you hadn't thought about ending up with. As in, for example, if you unfortunately impregnate a woman, you end up having to live with her, Sometimes, I'm not saying definitely. So you have a woman, you have a child with her, and you're like, okay, well, if I already have a child with her, why don't I stay with her? You understand what I'm saying? And then also, meeting people. You may meet certain people who change your life or your perception of things. You're like, so this kind of person too is around. I've been always thinking about ending up with, a slender chick with, size 12, 35, and 24 around this. But then you meet somebody who is also plus size, but the person is really hale and hearty, and the person brings out the good in you. Then you're like, plus size people too are not bad.